Dear students, today we are going to discuss the material balance for an absorption and deriving equation for operating line. So, we are going to discuss the operating line for counter current absorption operation. So, as we know that counter current means both the phases travel in opposite directions. That means the liquid phase enters from the top and leaves from bottom, and similarly gas phase enters from bottom and leaves from top. Now, if I want to denote this position as position 1 and position 2, and I want to denote the streams with this subscripts, so that I can identify that these streams are the streams at that particular positions. Suppose if I want to denote this liquid stream here, so I can denote this liquid stream as 2. That means this is the liquid at position 2 which is entering into the column, and similarly this gas stream, I can denote this stream as gas G2. That means this is the gas stream at position 2 which is leaving the column, and similarly here the liquid stream can be denoted as L1 and the gas stream can be denoted as G1, and the composition, liquid composition, can be denoted in terms of mole fraction as X2, and the composition of gas stream can be denoted as Y2, and similarly here X1, Y1. And if I want to denote this composition in terms of mole ratios, that can be in terms of X2, capital X2, and this mole ratio in gas phase as Y2. Similarly here also capital X1, Y1. So, you can denote the term, you can denote the composition in any means. And similarly if I want to use this X2 mole ratios, I need to have some moles of non-diffusing component. That means I can denote this moles of non-diffusing component as Ls, and here also Gs, and here also Ls, Gs. Why same amount? Because the moles of non-diffusing component doesn't change in the process or during the process, because the number of moles of non-diffusing component remains same throughout the operation. That means it at position 2 also it's same Ls, and here position 1 also same. So, Ls value and Gs value doesn't change during the process. So, they stay constant across this column. Now, I want to do material balance. So, total material balance and component material balance. Suppose if I want to do component material balance, so if I want to do component material balance, I can do like this. So, how can I do? Solute entering the column or absorber, you can say column or absorber is equal to solute leaving column, right. So, I can denote, I can write down like this. Now, if I want to write down the equations in terms of equation, mathematical equation. So, as we have seen in a previous lecture, so the component, if I want to write down the component balance, so you can write down, so solute entering the column, you just see, suppose if you have, you have liquid, so what are the inlet streams? See here L2 and G1, these are the streams which are entering the column. So, you can write down like this. So, L2 into X2 plus another stream which is entering the column, this is G1. So G1 into Y1, which is equal to streams leaving the column. So if I want to denote the streams, so what are the streams leaving the column? You can see, you can here see here one stream and another stream is here L1 and G2. So you can write down the balance for this streams which are leaving. So you have two streams here. So L1 X1 plus G2 Y2. So you can write down like this. Now if I want to generalize this equation, so generalize this equation means, suppose this position, so this position I don't know, then I want to suppose this position top position I don't know. Suppose any position, if I assume any arbitrary position here, okay, so some arbitrary position, so there if I assume that the flow rates are L and G and mole fractions are X and Y, then I can write down the similar equation in terms of second, see that subscript 2, I can remove that subscript 2. So L into X plus G1 into Y1 is equal to L1 into X1 plus G into Y. See, just instead of assuming position 2, I am assuming some arbitrary position, okay. So where the compositions are X and Y and the flow rates are L and G. So now I can write down the equation by rearranging these terms. So like this I can rearrange the terms, you can see like this. See, if I want to write down the equation for Y, that means if I want to calculate the composition of gas stream which is leaving, so you just you can rearrange the terms like this. See, Lx plus G1 Y1 minus L1 X1 divided by G, just rearranging the terms. So I can again write down these terms. I can write down like this, you just see Y is equal to L by G, just rearrangement, nothing else. So G1 Y1 minus L1 X1 divided by G. So this is the equation for operating line in a absorption, in absorber. Or otherwise you can write down in terms, if you want to remove this X in terms of see, we have assumed arbitrary position in terms in place of position 2. Suppose if I want to assume arbitrary position in terms of position 1, then equation becomes L by G X plus G2 Y2 minus L2 X2 divided by G. So same, so you can assume anything. So these are the like a equation for arbitrary line. Now if you consider that the solvent which you are using is pure solvent, that means that doesn't contain any solute initially, right. Suppose here you see this L we have assumed, right, this solvent. See, this solvent flow rate is L2 and X2. This is the X2 is the mole fraction or a mole fraction of component A, that is solute in this liquid, right. Suppose if your solvent is pure one, that means it doesn't contain any component A, any number of any component A or any traces of component A in it. That means the mole fraction X2 becomes 0, right. Suppose in that case, suppose if you are using a component, suppose if you are using a pure solvent, that means it is free from component A, then the equation becomes y is equal to, so this x2 becomes 0, so that now the equation becomes L by G x plus G2 y2 divided by G. So this is the simplified version of operating line in absorption. So counter current absorption. Now you have this equation, so I will write down the equations again. So you have this equation. So if it is a solution, that means solution or recycled solvent, you have this equation L by G x plus G2 y2 minus L2 x2 divided by G. This is for solvent, recycled solvent. And if you have some pure solvent, then the equation becomes like this: L by G x plus G2 y2 by G, right? This is for pure solvent. See, this nomenclature depends upon the terms you assume. So you can assume your own terminology and you can do the balance accordingly. Now if I want to denote this in a graphical manner, so how can I denote? So you can denote like this. You just see, suppose if you have some equilibrium data, okay, so this is a mole fraction of solute in a liquid phase and mole fraction of solute in a gaseous phase. That means you have equilibrium data in terms of y versus x. So you have this equilibrium data y versus x. So this equilibrium curve may be like this, you can get. Now the operating line, so this operating line you can get like this, okay, because these are not constant. So L by G values keeps on changing throughout the column. So suppose, again I am telling, so you have this equilibrium data y versus x. So you know x is mole fraction of component A or mole fraction of solute in a liquid phase and mole fraction of solute in a gaseous phase. So if you have equilibrium data like this, and now if you want to draw the operating line, so you already know that operating line equation you got. So y is equal to, you got already L by G x plus G2 y2 minus L2 x2 divided by G. Similarly you have another line equation for pure solvent, L by G x plus G2 y2 by G, right? Suppose, so see throughout the column this line, so L by G values doesn't stay constant because they are not constant across the column. Already I told you the L value and G values keeps on changing from point to point. So that's why you don't get a straight line, but you get some curvature like this, okay. So this is like a this is operating curve or line with the slope. What is the slope here? L by G, okay. So this is the operating line equation with the slope L by G. So this is, if you assume this y is equal to mx plus c, right? So m is the slope, so L by G is the slope one. So L is the number of moles of liquid flow rate and liquid flow rate or gaseous flow rate, liquid flow rate and gaseous flow rate you can write, right? And now if I want to write down this equation, same material balance, so you just remember this equation. And now if I want to write down this equation in terms of mole ratios, so operating line in terms of mole ratios. So how can I do that? So now you can see, similarly you can you already know, right, the column. So you remember this. So now we don't require mole fractions and all. I'm only interested in mole ratios. So liquid entering and leaving, gas entering and leaving. So liquid flow rate LS, which in terms of non-diffusing component, and here also LS, and similarly GS already I told you, this GS value doesn't change because number of moles of non-diffusing component remain constant throughout the column. So now the mole ratio, suppose here X2, this is position 2, so X2 Y2, here position 1, this is X1 Y1. Now if I want to write down the material balance, so same concept. So material balance, you can write down component entering and component leaving. So under steady state condition, so under steady state, this is important, we are assuming steady state conditions. So entering is equal to leaving. So how much is entering? So you have two streams entering into the column. So LS into X2 plus GS into Y1 is equal to, and leaving streams, GS, here two streams. So again GS into Y2 plus LS into X1. So similarly, earlier you can assume one arbitrary position here. Okay, so you can here again the materials streams are GS, LS, and here some arbitrary, right? So that's why I don't give any subscript here, simply Y and X. Okay, arbitrary position. So now that time you can write down LS into X2 plus GS into Y. In terms of position 1, I am just write down between these two. Okay, so GS into Y2 plus LS into X. Now again I can write down the equation in terms of Y. So you can just rearrange the terms. So now Y is equal to, how much it comes, LS into X plus GS into Y2 minus, sorry, LS into X2. So divided by GS. Now you can write down, see, LS by GS plus X plus Y2 minus LX by GS into X2. Okay, so if you see this LS by GS value remains same throughout the column. So it denotes a perfect equation for straight line, complete straight line. Okay, so complete straight line it denotes. So now what happens, you can assume, so you just see Y is equal to LS by GS X plus Y2 minus LS by GS into X2. So this LS by GS value remains same throughout the column. So it denotes a line equation for a perfect straight line. So you can get now line equation. So if you want to draw a graphical representation of this equation, so you have now your equilibrium data is in terms of mole ratios. Earlier the equilibrium data in terms of mole fractions. So now the equilibrium data can be like this, straight line. Now this is a perfect line, so you can get a perfect straight line. So with the slope, how much is the slope? C, Y is equal to mx plus c. So slope is LS by GS. So this denotes the equation for operating line. So this is equilibrium line, equilibrium data. So equilibrium curve you can say, because it is not completely straight. Generally for dilute solutions, so for a dilute solution, this is important gate question also. for dilute solution generally capital X is almost equal to small x, that means mole ratio is almost equal to mole fraction. Similarly, mole ratio in vapor phase is almost equal to mole fraction in gaseous phase. So, in that case what happens, Ls by Gs, that means moles of non-diffusing component in liquid phase, moles of non-diffusing component in gaseous phase is almost equal to ratio of moles of liquid mixture and divided by moles of gaseous mixture. Okay. So, this is for dilute solution. This is a special case for dilute solution. This is very important, and it is a simplification generally used for dilute solutions, and this is one of the important question in GATE. So, these are like operating lines for absorption, counter current absorption.